crime syndicates in America. In 1981, the General Accounting Office did an investigation, ordered it up. They came up with the numbers that 1% of the population controlled 20% of the economy, basically. Henry Gonzalez, before he left, as House banking chairman, I knew him. I talked to him, gave him a lot of information because of savings and loan stuff. And he was after him long after that, clear in the mid-'90s when I dealt with him. He's no longer there. Good guy. He ordered up and a general accounting investigation of it, found out in 1991, I think it was, they found out that they were up to 38, 1% of the population was up to 38%, jumped from 20 to 38. And it has multiplied ever since then. And someone leaked it out that they were up like up over 90% of the economy of the United States, but it's grown to 5% of the people. So they got their fronts out there controlling the money. Do you understand what I'm saying? Chris, you there?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's like Larry Mizell at MDC Asset Investors creating the mortgages. You got that's a stooge. And then you got one of the fronts over here. He's a front stooge. And then you got a front stooge, AIG, Hank Greenberg. And then you got front stooge Rubin or whatever his name is.
Robert Rubin. Total infiltration and total corruption.
America for Millman, see? Yeah. What's that? And
We're
Millman and
about
Bush.
Total infiltration and total corruption, out and out. I mean, this is what we have in this country.
Exactly.
In our banking system, in our healthcare system, from the people at street level, local, state, federal.
Here's my vulgarity. You're absolutely correct, Chris. It runs all the way through the government. And I was told by Al Martin, Iran Contra whistleblower, this was way back when we did radio shows in the 90s. He told me there were 50,000 of them that were planted inside the government. That was in agencies such as the FBI, U.S. attorneys, state prosecutors, county prosecutors, judges, all the way down through. They were part of the network. And this had all gone on since the 60s and 70s with the Bushes. Daddy Bush, we call him.
Well,
they need to be brought to justice, Chris. And the thing to do is to set up your revolutionary council. And that's to be those that go make the arrests when the day comes down. When you see the military and the U.S. intelligence and Homeland Security turn against them,
well, if we're talking about
that could be a good thing. But if it turns against them in the form of arrest, yes.
Uh-huh.
Okay, but using it against us, no. But against them, yes. If it takes the military and takes the intelligence officers, say out of CIA and NSA, to go make the arrest, go do it.
Well,
someone's got to arrest these bastards for what they've done. Okay? And prosecute them. Bring them to the wall.
You can't have criminals keep committing crimes without prosecution.
No, we've had this overthrow basically since 1981. It was before that, Kennedy. And it was certain ones way back. But Daddy Bush was involved in that. He should be prosecuted for it. He's never been touched for it. None of them have.
How many sealed indictments are there where they paid off the judges to hide the crimes that they knew they were guilty of?
They have sealed so many indictments against these people in the past 20 years, 30 years, all under national security.
Mm-hmm.
That's where it's been hidden.
Right. Now, hopefully, and I don't have any credence to these people in our elected government. Well, it doesn't. You're right. The State Secrecy Act that they're trying to, pass now, which has been put into one of the HR bills, they're trying to do something with that, and that's only like the 8 or 12 senators, the real stewards of our government who are not completely corrupted and taken over yet. So, You know, they put forth bills, and of course
there are good people within government, Chris. There are good people, and there's good agents out there. And
and there's good military out there,
and there's good military out there. There's good people. It's George Herbert Walker Bush, Bill Clinton, Hillary Clinton, George W. Bush, Jeb Bush. You know, these are the main culprits.
Well, we should
it needs to be nailed.
Yeah.
Larry Mizell, Leonard Millman, Henry Kissinger. They all need to be, David Rockefeller, they all need to be arrested. Mm-hmm. They're all involved in this crap.
We have a battle now of good and evil. We have these evil cretins.
Just ask yourself, where's the missing money?
Right.
Where's the missing money?
Right.
Go look at what Larry Mizell, Leonard Millman, George Herbert Walker Bush owned, Jeb Bush. There's the missing money. You know, Chris, are we getting down to a few minutes just before the end?
Yeah, we got about 5 minutes left. Mm-hmm.
Well, I want to tell our friends out there. You know, we play both national anthems, the American national anthem on the show, and we play the French national anthem. Right. And the reason that we do is because we have to give our allies, because you know, they've done a lot for us. They have done a lot, should we say, for the American people. Mm-hmm. In country for history, and I play it. And I explained it on the front of my website, the agreement between General Lafayette and George Washington. That agreement being we'll protect each other from, you know, tyranny and from kings and queens. We got a problem. They know it. They know George Bush is the problem. And they would love for the American people to go and arrest. And if we went and arrest, they'd probably back us up. You know, it's about time somebody arrests these son of a bitches because nobody's doing it. And we have the legal authority under the Declaration of Independence, part of the Constitution, that we have the right to do this. Replace them. And we need to do it. So get your revolutionary councils ready. When you see these numbers grow in deaths, you know you're next. Hey, I look at it this way. Someone's going to have to arrest them and bring a trial. What do? Go out and grab them. You set up a judge. You set up a jury. You bring the prosecution forward. And you give them sentencing accordingly. That's Revolutionary Council's duty. Every American is a militia member under the Constitution of the United States of America. A posse comitatus says the government can't send the military in on top of us. If they do, we're going to have to wipe their ass. We're going to have to take care of problems. But I'm reaching out tonight to France saying, help us set up revolutionary councils and arrest these people. It needs to be done. And with that, you know, Chris, do you have their national anthem out in their honor? Because they've done so much for us in exposure of these criminals and the banking problem. The reason I like the French national anthem, ladies and gentlemen, is because let into your blood water are the pearls.
I want to thank you for tuning in to Freedom Fighters for America Radio, and tonight was Tom Heneghan and Stu Webb's Intel Hour. We will be having another show tomorrow night at 9 o'clock, which will be the Child Protective Service Victim Series. And again, we want to thank you for tuning in to Freedom Fighters for America Radio. Have a good night all, and we are signing off.
Good night, ladies and gentlemen.